Incoming transmission.
Diagnostic complete. Sensors are functioning normally.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you out there. Yes. All right. Today we're going to talk about NFTs and why do they matter. Again, coming on to July 14th when GameStop is going to announce their NFT. And we've already seen this a lot hyped up previously throughout the whole art market. But let's get into why do they matter to people and also into the future. Now, if you think about this, this is the Internet 2000. I want you to go back. If you don't know what happened in the year 2000 with the Internet, all the hype, the money, new technologies that came in, and yes, a lot failed. But we'll talk about that later. Now, NFTs, what are they? Because basically what they do is they're creating a transparent ledger that creates documents of provenance and ownership and actual digital ownership. And basically, that's what it does. It's creating a ledger through time and history so you can prove every single thing that is basically guaranteed. Now, why is this important for today's society? Well, we care about where things have been and where did it come from. You know, who owned this before? And I always think about this before. Why do I like to collect old Russian watches? I got this in Germany, in Berlin, when about 1990, 89, 90, when the Berlin Wall fell down. I always think about who owned this, where was it before, and if I pass this on, would the previous owner like to get back to me? Sure, of course it is. You know, it's like, why do we still have these iPads, iPods, you know? But NFTs, they can be collected into a wallet of items or tokens that we own or have owned and become in a decentralized library of our life and collectible items. Now, look around you and everything you have around you. What do you collect? I mean, I collected baseball cards and I still have them. Any kind of toys that I have, even the original Star Wars figurines from 1979, I still have some of those. Luke, Chewbacca, I mean, I've got the original 4. They're not in original packages, but I do collect them and I really take care of them. And that, for me, is important to have those in a library or a place that I can actually go back to. Now, the NFTs we stored online in a centralized wallet that you'll be able to have. Now, the biggest part of area of importance is the smart contract that is built in. They're built into this token. All right. Now, art has been the small area of the beginning of this NFT business. All right. But these tokens have a larger roles when you figure in the other areas of business that can benefit from these smart contracts. Now, if you've obviously gone online and you heard about all the millions and millions of dollars out of and the art line, you have NBA, all of these different transactions that I've heard people have already been started. Art has been one of the biggest beginnings to this whole business. Okay, now the digitalization of assets and other transactions, they're going to become apparent. Again, it's going to take another 5 to 10 more years to get into this basically infrastructure. Now, I'm saying this whole infrastructure because that talks about society, business, culture, and again, the new technologies to be adopted. Again, this is like the Internet 2000. It's going to take time to develop, and a lot of things will come into play, and a lot of things will fade away. All right, but people have to learn more about what these smart contracts mean, and again, how they're going to benefit you. All right, because that is the biggest thing. How are they going to benefit the individual? All right. Now, of course, we're all waiting for the media to catch on to this and, you know, let them have their own take on this. Sure, that's fine. But once again, the dot-com era was a time when, about 1999 to 2000, that this was the time when buying names, internet names, became huge business, and it was highly, highly profitable. Yeah, I remember people trying to take the name Coca-Cola and claim those theirs. You know, we hear about this all the time. But it was highly profitable business. Again, Bitcoin started in a similar manner. How? Slowly collecting. Now, again, there's the word collecting. People just collected Bitcoin for fun to trade and do different things with it. And now, we're still now getting to its applications that are in part of the culture. I mean, it's been online since about 10, 11 years already. And it's getting more and more developed. And of course, we see the banks get involved, and that's when things get muddy, right? But it comes down to the community or communities that are built around the project or even projects. And that's where NFTs are going to explode, okay? Now, we tend to look at things at a micro level every day. If you look at stock prices, everybody who invests in stock, we look at the day-to-day movements. We look at the technical analysis. And that is all the technical analysis from past and history. When you look at a micro level of everything, you have to really zoom out and get the bigger picture. Because this is an infinite game and an infinite technological application blockchain. It's all built upon this, and you have to focus, zoom out to look at things on a larger scale. When Bitcoin came out, 2009, 2010, 2011, people saw it developing, and those who got in early understood the future implications of this. And that's where NFTs are going to be going because of the blockchain technology. All right. Now, I want you to think if GameStop or AMC movie theaters offer special events, memorabilia, or even they have a meetup or even an auction. All right. Whatever is sold at that, and if you hold a wallet and part of the NFT, that becomes part of the ledger forever. All right. It becomes a part of that financial impact that goes on and on and on. Whoever sold it takes part of the original sale and then makes a profit. It just goes down the train, goes down the line. Everybody who was farther back in history gets part of that profit. Now, if you think of eBay, you sell an item one time and you get a profit one time. The original creator doesn't get it, right? But the NFT has that link backwards, always getting some part of the profit. And you always go back and check who owned this before. And as for stock, for GameStop, it becomes again linked to that ledger and his voyage, and it's on the market is transparent. And that's, I think, a lot about this thing about the stock market that people are really pissed off and really don't understand is the transparency of where the stock is going and where it's been, right? So the NFT for the development of this, it's very important, and the applications are pretty much limitless. And that's, for me, is what is really quite an incredible journey, because it's still being developed daily, and it's been out since 2018. You can go back and take a look at some of the first developing gaming communities with everything else. Now, on a final note, you've got three areas that are involved in this. You have collectors. That's a 12-year-old in all of us, right? We love to collect toys, anything that is associated, that things that we like in our culture, right? We have business applications, and again, we have investors. There's a lot to see in the value of this, because it goes to the social levels and also beyond social levels, business levels, and yeah, it just goes on and on and on. Again, this is the Internet 2000, and it's, again, highly volatile market. It will be, and projects will fail. Probably even right now, about 98% of all projects and things don't make money, but that 2%, yeah, they will. It's going to take time. This is a long-term project that anybody's going to be going on taking through the NFT market, but you have to look at the long view. You have to prepare for the infinite game, because this is the counterculture. Again, this time right now is the whole part of counterculture, going against and starting something new. And that, for people, do they want to take that risk? I mean, why do people still invest in GameStop? They like the stock, they like the business, they like the value. NFT is going to add another level to this. So for GameStop and the stock market, that's for another talk. I really am interested to see how this can go. I did make another video about GameStop, and actually two videos talking about the NFTs and its direct possibilities linking to gaming, which again is a whole new area of just openness with EA Games, Ubisoft, and just the whole culture, a link to there. Steam. Yeah, I'm just doing a lot of research and working on a couple other videos and other papers just for myself, and I decided to publish them, put them out in a video. Wouldn't mind sharing about this, because it's going to be interesting to see what happens again right now with GameStop. A lot of other gaming companies they're going forward with a lot of stuff, but they're going to be starting their own tokens, and yeah, going through the pros and cons of each. And again, you're not going to be able to stop this. It's going to be, for me, what I see is almost like an area like Ready Player One. That kind of area to buy, trade, and to exist within a different gaming culture, and how all these different gaming platforms are going to be able to trade and sell, and just the communities, how the communities interact. So again, it's a new world, Internet 2000, Internet 2021. So anyway, if you have any ideas about NFT information, let me know.